show your face. Show your face, please, with sugar on top.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, please make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. We're able to be a little more explicit, a little more uncensored, and share content freely without running the risk of having our channel terminated. So, once again, make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers, so if you like this video, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. Now let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, today I want to touch on a domestic dispute that transpired between two people that was involved with each other, that despite the love they shared with each other, led them both to losing their lives over something that could have been prevented. On this channel, we've covered numerous of situations that involved men and women who were dating that ended up taking the lives of their significant other either due to fatal attraction or red flags that were shown in the beginning that was ignored. I personally think it's important to go over these type of stories because this is something that's very overlooked but had very fatal results. And my motto here has always been, if someone show you who they truly are early, take note and act accordingly before it's too late. So if you have a partner where you guys seem to argue all the time and can't get along, leave. If you have a partner that have called the cops on you before and you guys have gotten a little involved in the relationship and it seemed toxic, leave. If this man or woman has put hands on you for whatever reason, definitely leave. Because in the end, one thing only leads to another, and it's going to be a time where it's way too late. And today, a couple from Texas both have lost their lives over a situation where it was just too late. A woman stabbed her boyfriend, and the boyfriend responded by shooting her as emotional revenge, and then also ended up taking his own life because he couldn't deal with what he did to someone he loved. So we're going to get into it, and I hope this story spreads awareness to someone who may be experiencing similar red flags and take action against it. So don't forget to hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video into the algorithm and subscribe to the platform if you aren't already. Now let's get into it. On February 17th, 2024, on a Saturday morning just before 6 a.m., a couple have been arguing in a home located in the 5500 block of Lakota Trail. A young father by the name of Phillip Hickman, who was a father to two beautiful daughters. He was a rapper and also did tattoos for others as well. The woman involved in the argument was his girlfriend, 33-year-old Tanasia Bush. Reports say that the two would get into an argument over unknown reasons where the argument would turn physical. Unusual events involving domestic disputes is due to the man putting his hand on a woman. However, in this case, it's alleged that Tanasia struck Phillip first by stabbing him in his arm. Reports say that once Tanasia stabbed Phillip in his arm, he would strike back by actually shooting her with a firearm. Both of them were transported to the hospital as police arrived to the scene. Phillip was treated for a stab wound to the arm and was later released. Unfortunately for Tanasia, she was in critical condition as she arrived to the hospital, but she later passed away due to her injuries later on in the day. Investigators questioned Phillip about what happened, and he cooperated by telling police everything and providing a statement about the incident, and investigators said his story matched up to the same thing witnesses told police on the scene. Therefore, Phillip was never arrested and charged as of yet. However, Harris County Sheriff Ed Gonzalez planned to refer the case to a grand jury once the investigation was complete and allowed them to decide whether Phillip needed to be incarcerated or not. But that plan would never be able to go through, because on February 18th, just a day after everything took place, Phillip will post a cryptic message on his Facebook page of a heartbreak emoji followed by a bunch of pictures of him and Tanasia. It's clear that Phillip made a mistake and was feeling bad over it. Maybe the guilt was just eating him up, because on that Sunday, Phillip will go missing and his concerned family members will go looking for him. Knowing what just went down and knowing how distraught he was, it was no telling what Phillip was capable of doing to not only someone else, but himself. But things would come to a tragic end, because after Phillip went missing, his family members would go looking for him and then finally found him at 4700 block of Wood Forest, where they spotted his car parked in the school parking lot. As family members approached his vehicle, Phillip fatally shot himself, taking his own life in the process. Now, in the midst of just less than 24 hours, 2 lives have been taken due to a small argument that didn't have to go as far as it did. Not only is Phillip gone, but he has 2 daughters that no longer have a father to grow with. Now, I'm unsure if that was Tanasia's kids as well, kids that they shared together, or if she had any of her own. But I'm sure her family, period, is missing her, and it's unfortunate that they had to lose her the way they did over a simple argument. Now, what I wish to know is, what exactly was the argument over? Was it infidelity? Was it just tempers flared? Was it drugs or alcohol involved that probably increased everything? What was it? Because I feel both parties may have acted simply out of anger and let their anger get the best of them and allowed them to do things they really didn't want to do. For her to stab him over a simple argument says a lot. And the fact that he shot her in return says a lot as well. Now, some may argue whether he was right or wrong, because I've seen on social media where people said that he should have never shot her. But then you have those that say, well, she should have never stabbed him. It's always going to be opinions, of course, on social media, but based on how everything took place, I'm more than sure that Phillip may have just had a moment and shot her out of anger. He didn't think. Because if he did, he wouldn't have felt the way he did after and took his own life in the process. Was he afraid of jail, or did he just feel bad of what he did? Personally, I feel the guilt was eating him up, and that's exactly why he did what he did. Now, one thing I do know is that I'm unsure whatever argument they had and what it was over, but I'm quite sure that it wasn't worth both of them losing their lives. And due to it, neither one of them are here and both of their families are grieving over a simple argument. Now, we could point fingers, but I hope this will spread awareness to anybody that's going through a similar situation, that if you feel you have to put your hands on your significant other for whatever reason, just leave. Because one thing can lead to the next, and sometimes you may get to a point where it's way too late. And unfortunately in life, there's no do-overs once you lose your life. So rest in peace to both Phillip and Tanasia, and condolences to their family. I want y'all to get in the comments and let me know how y'all feel about this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'ma keep on dropping. And I'm out.